Good morning and welcome to Financial Friday, your end of week financial update from your credit union. Good morning. I am Crystal Parker, the Financial Education and Community Outreach Ambassador for the Credit Union, and I am delighted to be here with you today. Today, we're going to talk about youth accounts, most specifically accounts for children, and why do they need them? Give me one moment. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and just talk with you for a few moments. So sharing about why, children need an account. So oftentimes folks do not realize when or know when a child should or could have a savings account. So here at the credit union, children, as long as they have a parent or guardian on the account with them, are eligible to have a savings account with the credit union. Now, for some folks, they wonder at what point is a child ready? When should they open this account? Perhaps we should wait till they start working. And this is something where children, in order to understand about managing money, have to have money. They have to be, as they get older, they need to be what we call banked to have an account, whether it's with a credit union or a bank, and to understand how that process works so that they begin learning the process of managing their money. Now, as a financial educator, I care a lot about this topic, and I study kind of what the research is saying when it comes to financial literacy and the things that help our children to really succeed when it comes to being financially fit later in life as they progress into adulthood. And there are two things that research says that children really need, and this is even as they get into their teen and young adult years. They need to have financial literacy, so they need to be taught about what money is, how to manage it, and all of the nuts and bolts. But they also need to be banked. Those two things together really set a child up for financial success. So then you think about, okay, when do we start this process? I think it really is up to you and your family of what works for you. But I would encourage starting this at a young age. Get them excited about having a savings account. In my family, we did this in preschool. My daughters, as preschoolers, got their first savings account, and we made this a big deal. They were so excited to go into the credit union. Did they need to come in with me to open an account? No, because as preschoolers, they don't really know how to sign their name. So I'm actually typically signing it for them and then noting I'm their guardian. And then I'm also signing, or my husband, as the joint owner on the account. Now, I could have done this without them, but that really doesn't help them to understand what's happening, what it is that they have, and for them to be excited about having a savings account. So we make it this event. We get all dressed up. They wear what they want. My girls, being the girls that they are, love getting dressed up for this, and they're excited. So we get dressed up, we go to the credit union, and they sit with me while we go through that process of opening an account. Fortunately, we have some great staff that it really doesn't take that long to open an account, and they're talking to the kids and getting to know them while they're doing it. And my kids are delighted to meet the people working at the credit union who are opening their account. So I'm going to go back to my screen share. Give me one moment. And let's see. We're going to go back to our little slideshow. And I want to share with you this photo from when I took my youngest in to open her account. Her big sister already had an account at the credit union, and she had seen her go in to make deposits. She had seen her monthly statements and newsletters come in quarterly, and she really wanted to have an account too. Now, we opened the account this summer as a preschooler. We're still in the middle of a pandemic, so we all put our masks on as we go into the credit union. Big sister came too because she had a deposit she needed to make. And fortunately, Miss Rusalina, our savings kangaroo, also had on her mask, so they took a picture together. You can see that my daughter's holding her receipt. She wasn't letting this go. She was so delighted that she had her own receipt from making a deposit at the credit union. And she was just delighted that she was now a member owner at Henrico Federal Credit Union. Next to this picture, you'll also see this little postcard. It says, "Welcome, member owner." If you've opened an account with us in recent months or years, you also would have received a letter or postcard in the mail. It is now October. My daughter still has this postcard. She will not let me get rid of it because she is so excited that she got her own postcard in the mail welcoming her as a member of the credit union. The staff at the credit union branch we went into, as well as other staff, have made this a process that she is just so tickled to be a part of. So we, as the adults in their life, get to make this a big deal. And a big deal, we have all made it. And this gets them excited. So I would encourage you, you don't have to wait till your children are in middle school or high school to open an account. Think about opening this account for them while they're younger, even as a preschooler or lower elementary, so that they start getting in the habit of earning money, saving their money, and then putting it into their account. My oldest is almost 7. She gets an allowance. I think we've talked about this before in a previous Financial Friday. And she will save and save and save in her piggy bank. And then she'll say, "Mom, can you take this to the credit union for me?" Or she'll, even better, she says, "Can you take me to the credit union? I need to make a deposit." Or I don't know that she knows the word yet. She does say, "I need to put money in my account. Can you help me?" And she gets excited about this. She even gets excited about her receiving her statement. You might not think to give this to your kids and talk to them about it, but show them their statement. Walk them through what has happened to their account, that they had this much money, dividends were deposited, you made this deposit, this is how much money you now have in your account. Talk to them about it. Help them understand what's going on. If you're not sure how to explain it, reach out. I'm happy to be a resource to you as a financial education and community outreach ambassador. Shoot me an email at fined@henricofcu.org, and I'm happy to help you with this. But we as the adults get to help get them excited about this so that as they get older, they're already in the habit of savings, so that when they get to high school and they get that first job and they're ready for a checking account to start spending money, they already know the importance of saving before they spend their money. And that's the most important thing we can teach our children. We want them to save, to learn to share charitably, and then to spend responsibly. So thank you so much for joining us for this Financial Friday. And we hope you'll come back next week where we have another great topic with one of our community partners. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.